You are listening to or watching She is a Goal Setter with Wendy Shields. If you are a goal setter with a desire to learn from others, you are in the right place. This lake-loving, photo-taking, success-driven, business-owning mother and grandmother would love to walk you through the wins, the losses, the ups, and the downs. We will focus on the real things that will help you meet and achieve your goals while sharing and cheering on others who are with the quest to do the same. Let's get started. Wendy with She's a Goal Setter, and this week we're going to do something a little different. We went in and pulled some questions out of my DMs, and I thought I would answer those out loud with you guys, just share my thoughts or whatever on those. The first one that we thought was interesting is someone just said, what are your pet peeves? Okay, well, here they are. In the house, one of my major pet peeves is somebody brushing their teeth and not washing the sink out afterwards. Not good. Wendy does not like that. Another pet peeve I have is people that DM me and I don't know them, and their statement to me is, can you do me a favor? End of statement. Or question. I'm like, I don't know them, so I'm not going to just vaguely answer that without knowing what they're talking about, without giving me information. I won't even respond when people do that. So that's probably a pet peeve of mine. Oh, and another one is in the online stage, whatever you want to call it, like with other coaches and stuff. A lot of people are bragging like, oh, I make 7 figures. And some of them do, but most of them do not. I do not believe, that is my personal belief. But I do believe that they, like if they have a store and they sell physical products and they do, I'm trying to think of what kind of different things income can be calculated in so many different ways. If you don't subtract out your cost of products, or you don't subtract out your, overhead costs, or you don't subtract out your personnel or anything else, then your number is going to be different than someone who is legitimately going, okay, here's the number on my taxes. Or a person, it's like, I wish there was a way we all had to speak the same language when it comes to that. I wish it was a standard that everybody understood the difference between net and gross, if we're going to speak income statements kind of things to attract clients. That is a pet peeve of mine, for real. Because sometimes I think, do I look like I'm not as good as some of the other people because I won't say, my income is this or whatever, you know what I mean? I just don't think it's right because there's not a standard. The next question I got was, Wendy, what are your favorite forms of education? You always talk about education and making sure you get at least an hour of education a day. And how do you do that? Well, my 2 faves are audiobooks, because I drive a lot with another business that I own causes me to drive a lot. And so I use audiobooks to learn a lot. My next favorite one is YouTube, probably most of you guys, and we've been doing that for years. So it's been so helpful because as I've entered the online world, there are so many technical things that I don't know or I don't understand. Some of them it's like, I don't even know that I'm missing them because I don't even know what they are. And then, I pick them up, or I'll hear somebody say something, and then I go watch like 3 or 4 YouTube videos and see how I'm going to handle the situation. So if I'm going to try to do something and learn something, or if I'm going to outsource it, or if I'm going to learn the basics and still outsource it, or what the situation's going to be. Like I said, a lot of times I don't even know I need it until I watch something or somebody mentions something. My third question I get is, Wendy, do you get haters, and what do you do about them? I do get haters. And I want to tell you guys that always just ignore them. And the truth is 90% of the time I do now. At this age, I'm okay with that. A lot of times I do think, if I take the time to answer you, you're taking the wind out from under my sails, and you're keeping me from doing what I need to do today, and you're winning. So I'm not even going to respond to you. I'm not going to give you that satisfaction. So that's how, 99% of the time, that is how I handle it. I wish I could say I always do. There is once in a while the time that it really gets under my skin and I spout something back, but it's not bad words or anything like that. It's usually pointing out the errors in their ways or their statement. But that's not right, and I don't want you to do it just because I say that I. The fourth question I get quite often is, how did you get so many followers in such a short amount of time? A lot of work. It was a lot of work. Still remains a lot of work. I'm not doing as much posting as I used to, because while trying to grow a business, there's only so much you can do. And, I don't do quite as much. But anybody that has posed that question, I would actually recommend that you go on my channel. She is a goal setter, which you obviously are watching right now, and look up how I hit 10 million followers. That video has quite a few recommendations on it. The fifth question I get is, Wendy, you always talk about being a business coach, but there's nothing on your site about it. Well, the reason is there will be soon. In the next month or so, you will see stuff on my site about me being a business coach. I am currently a business coach and have been for a very long time. But most of my clients I've been working with to date are people that I physically know or live in the state of Ohio who have contacted me. And, sometimes I still do actual physical visits with these people, or they come to me usually. Sometimes I still do just phone calls, or sometimes, most of the time, we do like a Skype or Zoom or whatever, But most of the people have personal recommendations who come to me, people that I've actually worked with in the past, or people that I've coached in the past. One of the ladies that I'm working with right now, I coached her 10 years ago, and she just came back to me. That's, I guess, a compliment, but that's pretty cool. So anyways, those are the questions that I get on a frequent basis. Some of them, I get tons of questions, but those are the ones we chose to share with you today. So you have a great day. Thank you so much for checking in with us. Hey guys, just wanted to ask you guys for a favor, to please subscribe to my channel. I used to think that subscribing, like you had to get a subscription or pay for something, but actually subscribing on YouTube is like friending on Facebook, or it's like following on Instagram. So there's no cost to you, but there's a really great benefit to the person that has the channel. There are certain options that they're just aren't available to until they have so many subscribers. So I would definitely consider it an act of friendship if you would not mind subscribing. It doesn't bother you. It just kind of sends it does when you open your feed up, you'll see that as some options to watch, but it doesn't pester you or do anything like that. So please subscribe. I'm going to quickly show you how right now. And here we are at the She is a Goal Setter show, and right below it, to the right below it, there's a red button that says subscribe. You just simply push that, and ta-da! We're done? Seriously? All that work and we're done? I guess we'll see you next week. Oh yeah, subscribe.